Hey y'all, coming to y'all with I guess an update. It has been a minute, but I'm finally getting back around to getting back on YouTube. So, with that being said, here's an update. Y'all, I'm really just setting this up. I took 2 turns because I missed it the first time. I did not read any directions. I didn't know how I was supposed to stick one part in and do the other one, then put it on. I was like, okay, this is how you do it. So it took me a little bit to get it together, but after like a minute, I got it. So after everything, I started cleaning that up, and then I got my white tablecloth and just put it up there for placement, you know, to have some type of structure going on in this. I hated it was really thin because I wanted to do so much more with that. So I put it up like I think the day before, and then eventually I had to take it right back down. This is me just trying to see what I can do with it. As you can see, it is very, very thin. And here go me getting my placement together. So yeah, the day after, not the day before, the day after, I finished doing everything else. I had made a different video explaining everything for that, and I was cleaning up. Had to take this down. My actual backdrop came in, and I had to go ahead and load that sucker up. I was going to just clamp everything in there, but it was no reason because it came with a pre-made slip. I can just slide it on through. Very easy, you all. Very easy. Again, this is me doing everything by myself. That brown eats down. I don't know how to explain it, but it really set the tone. Yes, it really set the tone. It made me want to do this even more. Like, yeah. It was really giving for me. I think the measurements of this backdrop, I want to say 8 by 10. I don't know. I don't remember. Now, these little things, I forgot what they're called, but they really did add to the pictures. It was much needed. It was like a tan, a white. I loved it. I had to fluff them out, then kind of stick them together. So yeah, I started blowing balloons. I forgot I had a balloon machine in my trunk, and eventually, while I was on FaceTime, I was talking, you know, just making videos, talking to the people on FaceTime. I remembered. I was like, I gotta go get my balloon machine. So I did what I could until I got up and got out. I've had some small ones, medium, large. This is me with the balloon machine. I haven't been using it in a long time. Oh, had to recover. Hold on now. See, I stopped through that one before it got to the end. But yeah, I had fun doing this, y'all. I had a couple of large ones, but I also had the heater on in the living room, like the little floor heater, and it blew up some of the balloons. So I had to remake some. Well, really one. It blew up all the other ones I blew up, but it exploded. Yeah. And I was in my room and I said, what is that? I was scared. For the numbers, I had to just go ahead and try to set some type of placement to see which side I want to start with them on. I did end up using the other side, cleaning up again. Everything's coming together. I might have overdone it with the balloons, but it was well worth it. So this is me. I wanted to do a cluster. I didn't want them just hanging around everywhere because it wouldn't have made any sense and it would have been too dramatic all over. So I had to go ahead and structure everything out. This is the next day. So right now this is like day 3.5. I could not find my weights for the balloons, so I had to use that tape. So yeah, you gotta work with what you got, baby. And it held. It held. Yeah. It was gonna have to do. Yeah, I could have added some more white in there, but I promise I just didn't want to do that. I was ready to get ready to take pictures. Look, I'm just trying to find a placement for those. Hair and makeup. Alright, this is me starting on my hair and makeup. The regular, just clipping up the bald cap. As you can see, I try to get it as closest to my skin color as can be. Yeah, I don't know what be going on with my sides, but they do not stick down, and I do not like it. So, yeah. It took a little bit for those to go down, but do you see that wig in the back? I don't have a video of me crimping everything, but I'm kind of glad I did. Heck, But yeah, look at those sides. I hate that they don't go down all the time, so hopefully the new technique I'm starting to do now is better. Yeah, it's giving ball. And I was in my little gospel era right now, singing, just jamming, Don't ask me why, but I put makeup already on the glue and stuff like that, and I didn't mean to. I had to put spritz on that because I had to go back with another layer of glue. So yeah. Just top. Here goes the next layer of glue. And in this time, which PMO? Because I had 2 glue bottles. One was running out, and the one I'm using now in this video is the one that was running out. And I did not like that. I was like, I just had the other bottle. Couldn't find it. Oh well. Had to make it do what it had to do. So right now it's just me getting ready to prime my face. I was like, might as well go ahead and do this so I won't have to wait. Mind you, I got in the shower, did everything I needed to do before then, and moisturized already. So this is just the primer. Both of those are primers. I'm glad I did use both of those because it turned out great. But I guess one is a Dollar Tree and one is like an Ulta Beauty, and I forgot the brands. But yeah, that Dollar Tree did hold up. It has. I have used that before by itself. But yeah, don't mind it on my lip, y'all. I promise I didn't know it was right there. Me even looking in the camera, I did not know it was right there. But yeah, gotta get all up in there. Yeah, try to get anything on the cap, but yeah, I had to moisturize all that in there. Those are my lashes, y'all. Amazon be coming in clutch. Yes. This is the 3rd layer. I didn't want to do too many. Usually I do 4, but I was like, I need this to stay put or stay on because I do want to take some pictures after. I did do this on a Saturday. My birthday was the weekend after. Um, I didn't keep this in for like 3 days. That's it. Probably not even that. Because I was like, I'm not a blonde girly, but we're going to try this out. This is my first time ever doing blonde, y'all. I'm fixing up my eyebrows. Darken them up because I did not have time to tint them. This took an all day thing, y'all. The setup was like a day and a half, and me putting my wig on, doing my makeup, it really took all day. But I'm glad I'm able to just get out and do certain things, learn for myself. I'm a DIY girlie, so yeah. Look at that. Look how cute that is. OMG. It's the head for me. It was a little bit smaller than usual, but yes, it worked out. Yes. Look at that. It might look a little crooked, but I promise it was on. It was on correctly. Yes. Look how their hair is pushed back around those edges, y'all. Like, oh. I already knew then that those sides was not going to stay. I don't know what was going on in my eye, but I found out this one, baby. Because, yeah, my eyes have been dry and whatnot. And so putting the band on, I had to snap it in the back and then pull it to the front. I said, I'm not messing up these cramps, even though I already spritzed it and everything. Not going to happen.
Sugar got me open, now I want some more. Always down for all my nauseous swine, but I think I'm here to solo. All my niggas don't mind. Stick out my tongue and I'm about ready to hit this pretty bitty with persistence. Yo, I don't think y'all hit brown sugar, babe. I get high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Alrighty, let's get back to the makeup. Again, the primer is already on. I have already darkened up my eyebrows. And this is just me brushing them again. I don't know why I do with the spoolie like that. I just be brushing it out. I didn't don't worry about it.
Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I should. I met her and her name was Brian.
Look at that. Y'all, that's the eye I really can't see out of, so I'm surprised I got it that good. I just didn't add too much on there. I like the little highlight effect, so this is me using concealer around my eyebrows. I use like 3 shades lighter, I guess you could say, lighter than what I'm usually doing my foundation with, of course. I like the look like this. Some people don't. Some people do at least one shade lighter than the others.
When you're close to me, you love me right down to my knees. And whenever you let me hit it, sweet like honey when it comes to me. Skin is caramel with the cocoa eyes, even got a big sister.
And then I went ahead and did my eyelids. I usually don't do those at all. I'm surprised this color went with what I was really aiming for, but it all worked out in the end. I wish I can do it again just like this, because to me this ate down. I wish I could just add wings to my eyelids, like the corner part. So yeah, I had to go ahead and set that in, let that sit. Again, I'm a beginning makeup artist. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm just gonna do what gets me by. I don't do other people's makeup, just myself, because I'm still learning. I will not play in y'all face. I'm playing mine before I play in somebody else. I'm just, canceling out my dark spots. This is color correcting. I don't know, like, what made me get that color. I just was like, something gotta give. And I think this could cancel out. So it worked. This is me putting concealer on under my eye. I could have waited, but that's me doing that, impatient. I put a little bit of foundation, but yeah, just blending everything in for now. This is not the full effect of me putting makeup on, so yeah. Seeing what else I need more. I hate the little cake up, there go me putting more foundation on. I hate the caked up look, so I try not to put as much, but enough to where it can spread around. I just went from a graph I seen on Instagram. I was like, okay, those are the placements. Let's just put that there and run with it. So I've been running with that graph ever since. I did eventually go back and do my neck, y'all. So please don't say nothing about my neck now. I got hyperpigmentation. Don't say nothing about my neck. But I did go back and do my neck. And it all worked out. So yeah. Just blend, blend, blend till you can't blend no more. I don't think that helps me looking up like that, but I guess. See, everything is coming together. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. You can literally see now my neck and my face do not match. So eventually I will go back and do my neck, y'all. I promise I will. I just kept blending with the foundation brush because that's the foundation brush I use. I don't know if it's really called the foundation brush. I don't know the names of these brushes, but hey, that's the one I use. More concealer because I really want those places to pop on camera. So, and I love the highlighted look, y'all. Like, yes, I love that Addams Family. I forgot her name. The wife look. When the light is only on her eyes type stuff. I love that look. But I want a natural. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. I said I was going to let that sit for a little bit longer. Go do something else. I think I started watching a movie around this time. So this is I think a bronzer I was using. I don't necessarily use bronzer for the correct thing, but when I do use it, I use it. And it kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but I definitely can. It brought it in a little bit better, so yeah. Stick out my tongue and I'm about ready to hit this pretty bitty with persistence. Yo, I think y'all hit brown sugar, babe. I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave. This is me adding some more concealer. So yeah, it was giving a little dull at those points. So again, I have seen the girlies say let it sit, so that's what I was doing, letting it sit while trying to do other stuff. It kind of worked out, kind of didn't, but hey, look at me. I must be listening to something, baby. I'm just beating my face down. I have sensitive skin, but jeez, girl. Let me trying to get the neck, forgot about the neck, and then had to go back and do the neck. See? I was just more so worried about everything just blending in correctly, so yeah. I think that's like an eyebrow brush, but I promise I just be using these brushes just to use them, y'all. Me doing the under eye. It didn't look too blended at first, so I went back again and did it. Okay, I'm getting somewhere.
I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we been making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing. What I miss, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe.
This is me adding the blush. I do like a dark red mixed with like a light pink. Like, I guess those colors of the flowers behind me. You can say those colors. I do one side the dark pink and then the other side that light pink, and just like mix them in together as I'm putting it on my face. And I just try to get the beauty blender and just keep pressing around because I want to get them off that. I had to keep backing up to make sure, y'all, because that light was kind of lighting, you know. A little too much at the time. This is me going in with the foundation brush, you know, trying to add a little bit more of my color back to it to make it seem, you know, all together. It felt so good taking it off. I promise it did. Look at it. Just flaps up. Just fly away. Fly away.
Sugar got me open, now I want some more. Always down for all my nauseous wine, but I think I'm here to solo. All my niggas don't mind. Stick out my tongue and I'm about ready to hit this gritty, pretty bitty with persistence. Yo, I don't think y'all hit brown sugar, babe. I get high off of love, don't know how to behave.
As you can see, you can most definitely tell what the band was on my skin. So I had to go back in with foundation and blend it outward. I see I have the concealer on there also, so I had to blend the foundation into the concealer and outward into the concealer. Y'all, I seen the vision then. I was like, yes, it's coming together. Had to re-glue this side down because it was like, yeah, this is not going to work if I keep moving around for these pictures. I need to blend this in. So glue is my best friend. I don't know what that was. Look how seamless that lace looks. And I never had blonde again, y'all. So it's like, oh, I had to make sure this laid down perfectly. Melted into my skin. Don't ask me why I did not use the blow dry for a long time, but I needed to get this down. Like, I'm on the time crunch. I got stuff to do the next day, so.
I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we been making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing. What I miss, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe. I guess high off your love, I don't know how to behave. Always down for all my nauseous wine, but I think I'm here to solo. All my niggas don't mind. Stick out my tongue and I'm about ready to hit this gritty, pretty bitty with persistence. Yo, I don't think y'all hit me. Brown sugar, babe. I get high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Okay, so as I get ready to do everything, like finishing touches, my lips and my eyelashes and stuff, I had to go back in and put the powder down, the setting powder. This is loose setting powder, and it really highlights that look of highlight, you know? So don't mind it being on my blush. That was totally fine, as long as I'm setting in everything. And I really only use that setting powder for my under eye, so yeah. Look at it, just still sitting there.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brian. See, we been making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that
Okay, so I finally decided to go ahead and press this setting powder in. So yeah, I used the little thing I had from earlier and just set it on in, pressed it on into my skin. Yeah, and then I think I had to go back in and do, make it more realistic. Y'all. I just love this look for real. Okay, my lips. Okay, I started with the brown. And I like to do one side, so I had to get something else. I couldn't find all my stuff, y'all. Once I get to doing makeup, it'll be everywhere, I promise you. This is Juvia's Palette. I forgot what shade this is. But yeah, I had to go back in and do my lips. And I think I'm about to come back behind, and do the black pencil. So I like to do the bottom only, honestly, and just smear it in because the bottom will meet and collect with the top. And, you know, I just try not to do too much, y'all. I promise I do. Look at me. That side was not giving what I needed to give, so yeah, I kept going back with the thing. I wasn't trying to add too much on there, y'all, but I had to, especially this part. The middle part wasn't that bad, but I don't pluck for real. I just go in and snatch, so yeah. I didn't feel like that was setting correctly, so I was like, I haven't even sprayed setting powder on yet, so let me just look at me trying to do my neck. You see that? I hate that. I mean, I ain't gonna say I hate it, but I dislike it because, bro, where did this come from? Trying to blend back in from the top. Yeah, it was kind of giving, so I went ahead and set the face. That was a little too much, but I went in and set the face probably because I was running out. And then y'all ain't gonna see this part, but I did go back and do the neck again, and I had to hurry up and go ahead and blow dry because I'm like, I'm running out of time. Come on. Wait a minute, I had another mirror on the side just looking into it, so yeah.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I shouldn't.
So yeah, after I was really done with that, I just went back in, used this one, a brush I haven't used in a minute, and just was going around my face. Then I pull out the palette, Julia's palette, eyeshadow palette, and I went back in over my eyes and just made them more a little bit more pigmented because they kind of was blending in right now. So I was like, maybe if I put a little bit more on, it'll work. But I didn't want too much. I didn't want to do I ain't like it, but I liked it, but I ain't like it. You know. Sweet like honey when it comes to me. Skin is caramel with the cocoa eyes. Even got a big sister. I love doing that part right there, y'all. Brown sugar, babe. I guess high off the love, don't know how to behave. It adds so much to her. Okay, y'all, so I'm getting ready to put my lashes on. And as you can see, I try to do it, make it seem like it's going from the inner corner to the outer corner and give it that dramatic effect. The lashes are already dramatic. I just want to, make it look like that's where it's supposed to go. This one kind of gave me a hard time. It wasn't too bad, but it gave me a hard time. I had to take it off and put it back on. And off camera, I had to take it off and put it back on. But it eventually did right. See, the look is coming along. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I did go back and do my neck. I promise I did. Okay, last finishing touch, I guess you can say, to the face is the lip gloss. I love the shine that it gives. Like, those are already flowing, like, yes, like, I'm just loving the look, period. I kept trying to mess with my neck, y'all. I promise I did, but again, I promise I went back. I promise. Sexy, yes. I was trying to get a couple shots in then. Yes, give them a look, honey. All right, so as we transition, I want to go ahead and give you all a disclaimer. Look at me. I already videotaped what I'm doing, and I just go back in and screenshot the pauses that I already made throughout the video. I was recording on my iPad right here, so that's why my other camera is in front of that one. A little sneak peek. Yes, baby, I was giving face. I did go back, and you can see a little difference right here. I did go back minus the shadow for my neck. So yes, I didn't think that the white onesie I had on, I didn't think that it would show my neck, so I had to go back and make sure it was covered. But yes, the pauses you see, look at that. I did a couple of those. So again, the pauses you see are me pausing so I can be able to take screenshots. I kept moving the camera. I situated everything. Everything is intentional. I promise it is. I had to get some ones with the numbers on them. That is so pretty. Look at that. The light is giving. Like, yes. Period. Look at that. I don't know what I was listening to. Look, I kept trying to do little videos like that, y'all. Those rose petals were everything. Okay, this is me getting ready to transition back to the floor. Again, I use that tripod to move back and forth. I kept trying to figure out different poses. I used Pinterest to help me with those. So, simple, cute, not too much. I tried to incorporate everything in the photo. The balloons kept moving. I had to keep repositioning those and had to hurry up and pause so they won't move again or get a good picture. See, that was a good picture. It was really the balloons that was irritating me. That was really it. See, I keep having to fix them, and yeah. It was a little roller coaster. So yeah. Yes. Oh, almost fell. But yeah, I kept posing for these. I didn't too much like these because I really didn't want my tattoo to show, but I wanted to show it. Look at that, y'all. The light is giving. The makeup is giving. I kept having to reposition myself. Yes. Kept having to use that tripod. I had to make sure everything, was in the picture. Yes. Yes, queen. Kept having to move these. Then the 2 was not on the same level as the 6, so that was irritating me also. But everything worked out, I promise. Again, the only thing I really had to do was the lines, erase the lines on the backdrop. Yes, I want to incorporate everything. That was so pretty. Look at that. So pretty. All right, as we transition back to the dress, you can see that I was pausing a lot for these because these were what really mattered to me, the dress. Look at that. Do your thing, girl. Look at that blush peeking out. My birthday was really just me taking pictures the week before, so I had fun. This is the first time in a long time I haven't done anything like going out wise. Other than that, I had fun. I wanted to use AI so much for these pictures, but I was like, I might as well just give them the raw and uncut. Yes. Again, all these videos are kind of sped up. So, queen, yes. This is just me saying what I did again. These are just some of the pictures that I did post. As you can see, the back side doesn't have those lines. No lines. These were some great pictures, y'all. I promise they were good. Again, this is just some more pictures. That one ate down. For real, for real. Yes, that's my screensaver right now. And this is just me doing a video of what I was doing, editing. My phone was running hot, so it took a little longer for it to erase. But if I was to touch my wig or my skin and it messes up, I would have to undo what I did and redo it. Just zoom in closer. This was really fun, y'all. I promise it was. This is my bestie, y'all. She was like, oh, snap. Like, yeah, I did that. And this is just me admiring myself. And that's it.